You see number 20? Hey, in case y'all didn't know, the reason why he got 50, number 20 right here. Number 20 right here. Nurkic is in damn near all the actions as to which allowed Jalen Brunson just to eclipse that 24 points a game that he got. I guarantee you, y'all gonna see it throughout this video. And this is one of the weak points for Phoenix, and Jalen Brunson just exposed it. So you about to peep. The most important part of the first play of the game right here is Sims, because notice where he is and what he's about to get into next if this play would continue, right? So this would be now a flare screen for DiVincenzo, but in doing so, you now pull Nurkic out the paint, right? So now this leaves a lane for Brunson. But why did Brunson even take that lane? One thing all y'all guards should know prior to the game even starting, right, is does a team play help from the strong side corner? And in Phoenix's case, they don't, right? D-Bug just sits there and watches him go by. So now if Jalen Brunson keeps his angle sharp and he has a lane like he's about to see right here straight off this handoff, boom, he don't got to worry about that corner because he knows that strong side corner is not going to be playing help. And I'll take into account the fact that Nurkic just pulled out the paint, which means now he's further away from being able to be a rim protector because Brunson is 6'2", right? He's not that tall. So if Nurkic steps over, it's going to be tougher for him to get that up. So now he just gets here and just gets into his float bag, right? He barely even lays at times. He just goes to his floater. And that's what a lot of y'all small guards need, that float game. Make that floater as good as your layup. But notice this change of pace. I want y'all to see the change of pace, right? Right there. You saw that little, as he turned and looked at Julius Randle. Watch KD's movement and his demeanor, right, on this step. He literally just looks off Julius Randle, right? And that caused KD to now jump out because it tells KD he knows that Julius Randle is open, right? So it's either you stay right here in this gap and I kick to Julius Randle and he's open for a 3, or now Allen closes out and I swing one more, that's another open 3, or you go back to Julius Randle and you maintain this lane that I have to the rim, right? So now, boom, he's able to get here, left, uses that float as if it's a layup, right? Small guards get that float game because you're going to need it. Look at Jalen Brunson and Devin Booker, right? At this point right now, the person who has pressure is the defensive player because they're backpedaling and they're not set. So once Jalen Brunson hits a move like this, right, with these stutter steps, the pressure is on Devin Booker to make a decision. And now Jalen Brunson makes the read. Once he's able to say, all right, I need to find a way to make a decision. I need to see what I need to do at this point in time. Boom, he gets into these choppy steps. Devin Booker picks right, but now Jalen Brunson goes left because those steps were vital into making that read because it just slowed him down this much, right? Just slowed him down this much while he still maintained a good amount of steam. Notice at every single one of Jalen Brunson's breaking points, there's going to be contact. Look, boom, possible backdoor, contact right there. Now he gets up inside this paint, right? It's not just contact. He's embracing the contact and using the contact to lead him to where he wants to get to. So now, boom, leaves Booker. Instead of going out around, he breaks up through the middle, gets a handoff, right? So now he has space to be able to get that catch and start at a range as to which is going to be in his favor. To now, boom, ball screens occurring. Booker trying to get over. I'm going to get through that contact once again, right? So now, boom, backstream occurs on Nurkic. I now have a lane going right. What's going to happen down here? Contact again going downhill. Now I spin away for the floater. He misses it, but look at the get back. But now, though, he doesn't need to use contact. Why? Because he has a gap as to which he can be able to stretch and reach to and avoid the contact and be able to get a clean look off instead of constantly always seeking that contact even when it's unnecessary. This differentiation is what allows a player like Jalen Brunson to be able to be so good at being, even though he's so much smaller than his competition. And now right here, this is really what started it. This is really what started right here. This is one of the most important shots of the game for Jalen Brunson because now he was able to take a form shot and just see it go through the rim, right? See how the ball feels, see the type of touch he needs to put on the ball. So now them buckets from outside the paint and the layups that he may have had before, he's able to get them outside the paint off these jumpers. This is why you need a read screen to be patient at times, right? Grayson Allen picks aside, takes away that left, right? Forces Jalen Brunson to Nurkic, right? And so now, boom, since this ball screen occurs so high, Grayson Allen's going to go underneath, right? Because Jalen Brunson doesn't have that range to shoot behind the screen from this distance, right? But right here on Jalen Brunson's part now, right? Shift your perspective. Now he goes under that. He beats him to that side. What did he beat him to? The lane that he has to attack, right? And so now, boom, he now goes back to that left for a split second, forces Grayson Allen to hop back to the other side of the screen. And the best way for Grayson Allen at this point in time to get around this screen is to go over, because now Hartenstein has gotten even lower, right? So now Allen is in a chase, right? And this leaves a lane for Jalen Brunson. And all this was so important because that lane that he had is going to now force Nurkic to now step over and leave Hartenstein on the roll and take away Brunson's lane and allow Hartenstein to have a clear lane on this left side. So now, boom, pocket pass occurs. Goodwin was trying to bait on that help. Hartenstein gets straight to his dominant hand and gets that lay. Hey, you remember that free throw I showed you, right? Remember that free throw, right? And then remember what I said at the start. This drop coverage with Nurkic, right? With Nurkic. So this is where it's all going to begin. That free throw gave him rhythm. And now once he's getting into these drop coverages, all he needs to do is find a little room, right? Fuck the baseline reads and everything. This is a drop. D-Book broke his base, step back, shot, first three goes up, first three goes down. And now shit is about to get ugly. This is why Jalen Brunson scored 50 against the Suns, right? He catches the ball, boom, damn near at half court. Notice where the ball screen is coming, right? Boom, ball screen at the logo at that. And now they're playing against a drop coverage, right? So what's going to happen in this drop coverage? He doesn't even need to make the baseline reads and the weak side reads. This is the time we don't need to worry about that weak side because you already know what's there. So you just get straight into it, right? And also realize this. How do you know if I could walk into that three? Because sometimes you don't have it. Because as a ball handler in this scenario, when you come off this screen, your peripheral will allow you to see, is my defender dead on the screen, right? So as you're getting about right here, you'll be able to say, oh, he's out the play, or nah, he's funneling me down and he's in good range of me, so now I can't take that shot, right? Boom, he's out the play. He was able to read that. You get up into that shot. Right here, notice, Jalen Brunson makes this catch 40 feet from the rim. But the angle as to which the screen is about to occur, right, going to his left, makes the biggest difference because usually when a ball screen occurs high, you're taught as a defender to go underneath because they can't shoot. But since he's towards that wing and towards that slot, when he gets down and Grayson Allen tries to say, oh, go under, go over, he's caught in between, and Jalen Brunson gets left, he's now getting closer to the three-point line because that's just how the dimensions of the floor work. He just worked himself down towards that baseline, right? And so now instead of him being 40 feet away, he's now at damn near regular three-point range. And in a drop coverage of Nurkic there, he's not going to contest. So now he's able to get that shot off. Look. This shit, hold on, look at this. Something so subtle but so goddamn deadly, boy. Oh my gosh, it's like John Wick with a pencil. Understand this power dynamic right here. Grayson Allen jumps out, takes away the screen going to Brunson's left and his right. With Grayson Allen taking away this, you know you want to lead him left. And as a defender, defenders in this spot are usually extremely twitchy to where you make a little move and they bite, right? So now right here, boom, boom, cross step. Oh, he's going left. Shimmy. Oh, he's going back right. And he literally created what? 10 feet of space off of that move alone. Now, boom, pull up, shot. Now there's 3 shots in a row just to start this half. That's tough, bro. That's tough. Look, by Jalen Brunson catching and not going straight up into a shot, Nazir Little now closes up short because he doesn't think he's going to shoot, right? And now Jalen Brunson gets into his base. And by getting into his base, he just only has to go up. He doesn't have to go down and go up. He doesn't need no body dip, right? And as a defender right now in this spot, he's now reacting to the offensive player, right? To where he's getting a hand up once he sees the offensive player go up. But even though he's going to get a hand up, this gap, like I said to start, he's now closed out shorter instead of closing up to his body because he didn't see the shot coming. So now, boom, shot goes up. There's already a gap. Even though he's undersized, he's able to get that over the top and get that bucket, right? So changing up that pace, right? How you gather into a shot could literally take a shot from being contested to being open. Look, Nurkic couldn't cook. I don't know what that was, but remember, Jalen Brunson is hot. He's hot. He's cooking, right? So in transition, Randall bringing the ball up the floor. You got 3 guards, wings, run this left side, right? So notice, Josh Hart's like, oh shit, he hot. Boom, bring the ball over here. So what is Josh Hart going to do being an unselfish teammate, right? He's going to screen the person that's going to have to rotate over to Jalen Brunson. And DiVincenzo, you might be like, oh, he's being selfish. Why didn't he go and screen too? He's probably thinking, oh, swing. But in reality, it's not going to be a swing. So he just leaves, right? He doesn't just stay there. He moves, right? Because at this point, It just gives that lane for Randall just to make that pass directly to Brunson, for Brunson to shoot that shot and get his about fourth or fifth three of the half, right? And notice, right? Hey, as a result of being unselfish, right? Boom. Gravity. Now you get your lanes. Y'all need to understand this, right? Even though you may at times literally just seek out the other player and give the block to him, he's not going to give gravity to you as a player to then be able to get your own shit off, right? Boom, Randall gets here, gets a layup, right? Off the gravity that as a team, everybody's now built up, which now opens up lanes for everybody else. This is a 1-on-1 and a 5-on-5 setting because understand the spacing of the floor at this point, right? Boom, Jalen Brunson on the attack. You got Manuel Cookie in the corner. We understand Phoenix doesn't help strong side corners, so he's not going to help. Josh Hart, boom, Devin Booker. If you watch the Suns, you know Devin Booker always late on his rotations. Now, you got Hartenstein, who's supposed to step up and get the catch. Now, Nurkic is out the paint. And now you got KD, who's guarding Julius Randle, anticipating the action that they're about to run. So now this leaves Jalen Brunson with a line down right here for him against Goodwin. And so guess what happens? All he has to do right now, right? Maintain contact, get the angle, work through that. Boom, he gets his foul. That's the type of attacks you need to know as a ball handler to when, oh, I can have this, or, oh, should I continue to just run the action, right? Understand the entire floor, right? How much room you have. So then you can know how you can be able to make your attacks. Right here, as an offensive player, this good footwork is so important because what it does to the defensive player. Right there. You seen that shit? When a defensive player has to lift and skip and guard this is going to lead to this step, a heavy foot. Instead of planning to where you're already on the balls of your feet and you're ready to spring and get out of a move, that heavy foot is going to slow you down. And especially this already being Nurkic, you're already slow, right? So now I already got my lane because you're just too slow to recover. You break your base, contact occurs, he ain't scared of contact, goes up. Pretty sure they in the bonus get them 2 free throws. Look, watch Jalen Brunson. Look, if you told me right now Jalen Brunson's going to drive, I probably would have told you yes. But him getting in such low of a base at this point is going to set up this next move, which is now a bring back into a shot. When it comes down to moves like that, it's so vital that you sell the drive because when you sell the drive, you literally put the defender way out of position. Buddy looked like he Michael Jackson, that motherfucker leaning. Right? So like just look at all the space he was able to create, the position he put his defender in by selling his drive on a move that's gonna create space. Right? Sell the drive before you try to get out into the space. And now he gets that shot off, boom, clean, knock down, give me 50.